I do not plan on taking him down. I do not plan on wrestling him. And where y'all think he's just this otherworldly guy because he did kickboxing and I didn't do kickboxing. And whenever I do fight him, standing, I will knock him out. And when I do, I'm going to rub it in every single one of y'all face.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Art of Violence. I want to talk about Jamal Hill underestimating Alex Pereira. You know, you see all the interviews, you see all the times, clips on social media where he was saying how he was just going to stunt on Alex. Alex isn't on his level. He's going to destroy him. What Alex has done means nothing. He's just on a different planet in terms of skill. You know, he's gonna make Alex look silly, and everyone's gonna regret doubting him. I think he drank his own Kool-Aid a little too much. I gotta say, I think he drank his own Kool-Aid a little too much. In the fight, I think he really started to underestimate Alex. I think he started to become far too offensively minded, especially towards the end, right before the knockout, and really thought he was just gonna counter Alex and put him away and show the world, and didn't stay cautious, didn't stay defensive as he should, and sat there and got baited into Alex's little touch game, which is a great way to get your opponent to leave one of their hands out while you counter. And that's exactly what happened. And man, Alex barely, like, that punch probably landed 30% of the surface area of his fist, and it still put him down like that. You know, I think he completely underestimated Alex and tried to prove a point. He should have been mixing in takedowns from the beginning. He shouldn't have been playing the kickbox game with Alex like he was from the get-go. And yeah, man, he definitely underestimated Alex's ability and overestimated his own ability. So if you're going to talk a big game, you got to have what it takes to back it up. And unfortunately for him, he didn't. So yeah, I have to say he does look a bit silly after all that talk, dismissing Alex and then having that happen. So yeah, man, I don't know who was in his corner, who was in his head, but I feel like someone needed to humble him and tell him, like, hey man, listen, you need to wrestle from the beginning. You need to give him different looks. Don't play the kickbox game with him. This is MMA, not kickboxing. And he found out the hard way that that's true. So it'll be interesting to see if they ever fight again. Be interesting to see how a rematch goes, if it ever happens, if that would go any differently, which I'm not quite sure that it would. But yeah, man, he got baited into Alex's game. And, you know, some people are saying, like, you know, if Herb Dean hadn't come in and, you know, Alex didn't, you know, create that little moment where he stopped him, which was a super, super cool moment. It was like kind of one of those let me cook moments. And if he hadn't done that, and then if you notice shortly after, Jamal did get a bit distracted and was like, oh, I'm sorry, gave him a touch. And you could see in his demeanor, he was a little bit like mentally distracted after that. And 5 seconds after that, he was unconscious. So did it cause some sort of distraction? The nut shot and then Alex pushing him away? Yeah, probably. I think it broke his mental focus a little bit. But at the end of the day, that's not enough. You know, and you have to stay locked in. That's not Alex's fault or Herb's fault. You have to stay locked in. So I think that little stoppage exchange between Herb and Alex after the nut shot did, again, break Jamal's mental focus a bit. However, that's not an excuse. You got to stay locked in at all times. And either way, I think the fight would have ended somewhat similar shortly after. Man, does Alex Pereira have a lot of power at light heavyweight. That was exceptional. So it is what it is. I guess that's a lesson for future opponents and everyone else. You know, don't if you're competing against someone who's good at something, there's no point in going into their world and trying to win at their skill set, especially in MMA. It's MMA. Mix it up. You know, don't kickbox with a kickboxer. Don't wrestle with a wrestler. Take him to an area where they're not comfortable with, and then maybe you can kickbox with them, and then you'll have more success, more confidence. So it is what it is. Sucks for Jamal, but he didn't make the right decisions. That's what can happen. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. My name's Angelo. The Art of Violence. Till next time.